This is Sikeston City Jail booking room, and I'm sitting across from my daughter who is holding the infrared camcorder, and we are about to capture a disembodied digital camera sound. Listen closely.
See if you can do some EVP work. What was that? What's that sound?
What?
What was that sound?
I don't know.
No. Did you take a picture?
No.
You serious?
No, I didn't take a picture.
You guys didn't hear that?
No.
That was the sound of a digital camera going off just now.
Yeah, it was like, ding.
Yes. What was that?
I don't know.
You heard it.
I feel like I've heard that sound before though.
That's a digital camera sound, like if someone was standing right here and snapping a photo. As I'm getting up.
And it wasn't one of yours?
No!
They don't make that sound?
No! What on me would make that sound?
I don't know.
That's awesome.
Again, we want to remind folks that are watching this that we did hear the digital camera sound at first, and then my mom walks up with a retro 80s Polaroid camera. It's authentic, not one you can buy at a store. The same sound can be heard one more time and then again for a third time. Listen closely.
Is that a familiar sound?
What you're hearing, those digital camera sounds that you are hearing, we as investigators did not hear them the second and third time they are captured. They were actually captured with our audio equipment. What I find really interesting about this clip is Joanne snaps a photo, and then you hear that disembodied digital camera sound for a third and final time, and no one reacts. We'd like to re-emphasize that there is nothing in our equipment that makes that sound. We'd love to hear your comments down below. We are reaching out to the online community to see if you all have the answer to what kind of digital camera would make this sound. Now, for your visual entertainment, we are going to move on to some orbs that we captured at the downtown city jail in Sikeston, Missouri. So sit back, relax, and watch them fly around.
I really do want to know how many of you all sat at this bench, shackled. Me setting the recorder down, bending over to get shackles.
Oh my god.
What I really like about this clip is the reaction from my daughter. It's genuine. She captures the orb while she's recording. And as you can see in other footage, and especially on this particular shot, there is hardly any dust that is visible with our IR cameras. And again, I want to point out that we don't have exactly the very best cameras. There's a little bit of a split down the middle of the screen. Don't know why that is. That's just the type of camera that we're using. So perhaps one day we'll get better cameras. In this next clip, my daughter Chloe is recording in the booking room. And if you look closely, there are at least 2 orbs. Moving on to this next clip, my daughter is in one of the cells towards the back of the jail, and she was left in there by herself to just be alone in that space. And while she was alone in that space, you hear a disembodied or possibly an EVP of a moan, followed by a scream and then laughter. Listen closely.
Turning on the infrared.
Shortly after Chloe's solo session, John happens down to that jail cell. Unbeknownst to him, there is breathing captured while he is trying to interact with a spiritual presence. Listen closely.
Don't worry, I'm gonna get her. Is there anyone in this room right now? I know you were here. I know you were here. Oh, there's a pocket of gold right here. I know you were here last time.
Oh, ask some questions.
In this next clip, we move back into the booking room, and I have a seat in the same chair I was in before with my daughter recording. And then my mom walks over, and then we capture something quite spectacular. Watch closely.
Who were we speaking with earlier? Did you say your first name? Come to this blinking blue light and say your name. I'm really hot over here. Not cold, hot.
Nana, don't do that for too long. It looks like you're saluting Hitler.
It was at this point during our investigation where I started to be affected by some kind of presence. The air around me got thicker. I was sweating profusely, and as you will see in this next part here, noticeably short with my own mother, which is not normally what I would do.
See your flashlight? Turn it on, as he said. On the SB7. On the SB7, please.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to formally introduce you to the spiritual entity that was affecting me on this evening. I'll play it one more time, just so you see how amazing this orb actually is. Enjoy.
Oh my god.
You're in.